Dear Mr. and fellow classmates, what we are doing on the topic is just the cause of teens committing suicide. No, it is not. There are other causes and we will touch on them briefly. There are depression, bullying, addiction to drugs and alcohol, and physical and sexual abuse.
Depression is the leading cause of teenage suicide, as in the study of the University of Texas. 75% of teens who commit suicide are depressed, so it is considered a leading cause of teenage suicides. Usually the cause of teens getting depressed and then committing suicide is after death of a loved one, parental divorce, inability to make friends, unable to do well in school, witnessing violence at home, and rejection from friends, family, and peers. There are two major types of depression, and that is major depression and dysthymia. Major depression is a short duration, although it's quite severe. It is possible to have a bout of depression, feel fine for a few years, and then have another bout. For teens, one bout of major depression can feel like forever and prompt suicide. Dysthymia, however, lasts much longer than major depression, but the feelings are not that severe. Some teens have low-level depression with them for years but never diagnose them. If the depressed teenager feels discouraged about never feeling happy, it may lead to suicide. Hence, stress is not the cause of teens committing suicide, but it is depression.
Addiction to drugs and alcohol is also one of the leading causes of teenage suicide. For drugs, a few common reasons why they want to take drugs is because wanting to fit in, due to peer pressure, or they just want attention from their parents. For some teens, they believe that taking drugs will help them to look cool, think better, or be more popular. Some teens also take drugs because they are depressed and think that drugs can help them escape their problems. But drugs only help them hide their feelings and problems, but when it wears off, it still remains and sometimes might become worse. This can lead teens to commit suicide unknowingly when they are on drug high or overdoses of drugs. Alcohol makes teens want to try it because they are either curious, wanting to fit in, or wanting to feel older. They are often influenced by media advertisements of people enjoying life with alcohol, and also by parents using alcohol with diners socially, so it seems harmless to many teens. It is said that teens that drink more are more likely to be sexually active and have unsafe, unprotected sex that results in pregnancies and can even end lives. The risk of injuring yourself is higher, as half of the deaths among teen guys are due to alcohol consumption. This can also be another point that teens commit suicide is not due to stress.
Bullying is also another leading cause, as in Britain, a study shows that half of the suicides among teens are due to bullying, and 10 to 14-year-old girls have a higher risk of committing suicide. To support this, according to a statistic report on BBC, nearly 30% are either victims of bullying or bullies, and every day, 160,000 kids stay home in fear of getting bullied at school. There are a few common types of bullying. There are cyberbullying, etc. There is a term where victims are bullied to death. It is called bullycide. It is a tragic situation where bullied teens have reached a point where they cannot tolerate bullying, so they resort to suicide to escape it. Once again, this can prove that stress is not the cause of teens committing suicide.
Physical and sexual abuse is the last leading cause why teens commit suicide. Physical abuse is any form of abuse that leave marks, cause physical injury, or cause pain. It is highly possible leading to suicide attempts, as victims will want to escape from it. Sexual abuse happens between any adult and a person younger than 18. If a family member sexually abuses another family member, it's called incest. As to why they will commit suicide, it's because they are often threatened if they share horrible secrets with anyone. Terrible things will happen. Also, shame and bribery can keep them silent and will make them very likely to abuse drugs and alcohol, engage in prostitution if incest happens at an early age. So it makes them unable to tell anyone about it or solve their problems. So they resort to suicide to escape from these problems.
Thus, all these points, which are depression, bullying, addiction to drugs and alcohol, and sexual and physical abuse, are interrelated and is the cause of teens committing suicide, which shows that stress is not the cause of teens committing suicide.